My name's Barnabas Blue, and welcome to this guide on how to counter a bull shark in depth. Let's start with what you need to know about the bull shark as a diver. The bull shark without its enrage ability tends to be a medium health, speed, and stamina shark. However, when it uses its rage ability, the bull shark's health, speed, and stamina increase for the duration of the rage, which is 5 seconds. The bull will build some rage for being close to divers, but is going to build most of its rage when the divers shoot their weapons. So as a diver, you should also be aware that automatic weapons are going to cause a lot more rage gain for the bull shark. Also keep in mind as a diver that while the bull is using its rage, it cannot build more rage during the ability duration. So even if you think you have a bad shot, don't hesitate to shoot at the bull shark just because you think it could potentially gain rage from the shot. To help, a bull is typically using its rage while attacking divers, and divers will also know when the bull shark activates its rage because they will hear a distinct audio cue coming from the bull shark. Now let's talk about the strategy at the beginning of a match against the bull shark. The bull shark in the beginning of a match is a little different than most sharks because it's going to be less likely to charge straight in the room after the divers, because the bull is trying to build rage before it enters the room. As a diver, letting the bull build its rage to max is not always the best idea, so one way to counter this is to actually go out into open water, preferably with teammates who are competent in open water, and actually kill the shark before it can build its rage up. However, if the bull is playing with a faster shark, you'll likely get picked off by the smaller shark and should stay inside with Steve instead. Tip number 2 on countering the bull shark early game is actually a different strategy from the first tip and is actually opposite of the last tip, and this is to let the bull shark build its rage up outside the room. I know this sounds like I'm contradicting myself, however, hear me out. One of the weaknesses of the bull shark is that it has to build up rage to be effective. This takes time for the bull to do. So as a diver, you'll want to make good use of this time and pick up as much gold as possible. This is going to be extremely important later on because the bull shark gets very powerful as the match progresses, and you'll need gold early on to buy weapons that can counter the bull. So in the beginning of a match, letting the bull build rage to get a bunch more gold isn't always a bad thing. Tip number 3 on countering the bull early game is to take spear pistols with drag. The reason for taking spear pistols is that it's the cheapest gun that can take the drag modifier. The drag modifier slows sharks down, many times making them miss lunges and makes them easier to hit. This modifier is extremely good against bull sharks since they are bigger, slower sharks and have no immunity to slows like the great white does. However, if you are uncomfortable with the spear pistols, maybe ignore this tip. Tip number 4 is to not buy shark shields against the bull shark, as this increases the rate at which the bull builds rage, unless of course you have to, such as when Steve is on his final approach, or if your team desperately needs time and is losing too many life tickets. Now onto the mid to late game tactics against the bull. These will remain relatively the same, however the weapons you choose against the bull shark can make a big difference mid to late game. When choosing your mid to late game weapons, remember that automatic guns do build a lot of rage for the bull shark. However, if the bull shark is teamed up with a small fast shark, your diver team may need an automatic gun or two to help fight against the smaller shark. Plus, some diver players just aren't comfortable using guns that are single fire like the spears. When it comes to dominating against the bull shark, there are 2 weapons that a diver team will want. The first and the cheaper one is the net gun. The net gun is going to be a little easier to use against a bull due to its large size and being a little bit of a slower shark. It's going to completely stop the bull's momentum in its tracks and cause it the rage to run out before the shark wants it to, especially if you buy the upgrades for the net gun against the bull shark. I actually recommend getting reinforced on the net gun before buying barbed, and if you have enough money for barbed, it might be better spent on a primary weapon. The second weapon that dominates against the bull shark is the LJ-10 volley jet with drag. This weapon will make most bull shark players furious, but volley jet's normal weaknesses of having spread and being shorter range does not matter as much against the bull shark since it is a larger, slower shark. Then being able to stack drag and an ammo modifier on the volley jet is just the icing on the cake for this weapon. One bonus weapon is the harpoon. This weapon is going to be able to cripple the bull with just one shot. However, it's a very expensive weapon, and as a diver, you'll likely need a different weapon before getting $4,500 because as the bull gets better, your starting weapons will tend to feel weaker. However, if you're playing a bull teamed with a hammerhead, great white, or another bull shark, then it may be worth investing in the harpoon. If you enjoyed the video and learned something from it, then a like is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe and tick the bell icon for more videos. Thank you all for watching, and stay cool.